Yeah, Neds.
Watch out.
See, it's the, middle of March here in 2023. It is definitely spring.
Yes.
No question about that. You can probably see the green around us here. And we have all of our freezing nights behind us, it looks like. So what did you do this week?
I actually got some zucchini planted.
Oh, very good. So we're gonna attempt at squash again. We had all the squash bugs last year that took out our entire fall crop of pumpkins. But we're hopeful that getting them up in the beds, hopefully we'll be away from those guys. Speaking of spring planting, Pam, thank you for giving us those vetiver starts. We did a consultation, dropped off some beef for her last weekend, and she gave us some vetiver starts. I've had several of you guys suggesting that we attempt vetiver here. So we're gonna see if we can get these to go. Assuming that we can, we've already got a spot in mind where we would plant those and hopefully have something else that can really take advantage of our soils here and, more importantly, potentially give us a crop for all of our grass eaters.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
So we'll see how that goes. So we wind up having pretty busy days because the weather is about perfect for us here, right? And the farm just coming back to life. I'll tell you, there's a lot of green weeds on the ground, which I know you're a big fan of. But that also means that our trees are just gonna explode here real soon.
They are. Yeah, they're starting to.
No doubt. Last weekend was the last weekend we dipped below into freezing temperatures. Beginning of March for us here in Whitman, not uncommon. So we have all of our moringas that this past fall, in fact, I believe it was November, we came back and we covered all of these. We showed you guys how we did that. We have a 3-foot cage that's made out of hardware cloth that we cut the tops of the moringa down just below the top of these cages. And then we installed a 6x6 square of burlap that drapes over the top of these cages. We really wanted to make sure we were keeping the frost off of all of our moringa trees in through their first winter. We have not seen what these trees look like yet. On purpose, we're gonna kind of do almost like a reveal to see whether or not these even survive the winter. Now, to give you an idea of temperatures, you'll have to do the Celsius conversion, but we got down into the upper 20s here this winter. Now, we've seen colder than that. However, getting down to the 20s is a pretty good estimation as far as seeing how this burlap's gonna do on its own. This is the first time we've done this, so we've tried other ways of getting our moringas through frost. This is the first time we've attempted with something like this. And keep in mind, all of these trees were planted in July and August of last year, so they haven't even been in the ground for a year yet. It probably doesn't look like much. We took all of the bottom branching off of this tree. You can see as far as caliper on these trees, to give you an idea, this is probably about a 1-inch caliper. Caliper simply meaning how big is the diameter. So The diameter of the bottom of this trunk is probably right about an inch. Let's go ahead and remove that. Now, there's not much to it here. I can give it a little scratch test and I can see that it's green. And then looking down at the bottom, what has me really excited, and I know that these guys are gonna be fine, or at least this one, is what I see right down here at the bottom. Oh, look at that. So we have the first 6 moringa trees all uncovered here. Now, this one was our most impressive growth. This tree we planted, I believe it was in July of last year. This was a seed in the ground. That's all it was last year. And here we are in March of the following year. This tree, the caliper on this is probably pushing 3 inches here at the base. And even at the top, I've got probably about 1.5 inches. What you can really see is all the new growth that's already being pushed out on this tree. This is our first day where we're probably gonna get close to 80 degrees. I imagine all of these trees are gonna be very, very happy. And I'm super excited to see how these are gonna look once they break out of dormancy here completely.
Okay, girls.
Beautiful day today.
Oh yeah.
Right? We still got, what's nice about this time of year is we can work all day long. Aren't you excited about that?
Absolutely.
You just lied on camera.
No, I didn't.
All right, well, we've got some things to do, but we actually have new animals coming onto the farm this week. You pick at least a couple of them up on Monday, right?
2 of them up on Monday, and then 1 won't be until next month.
Yes, so we're pretty excited to have that come into the farm, and that may just be the beginning. We'll see. So just want to thank you for joining us today. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. We cover a lot of things here on this newly established functioning farm here in the Arizona desert and would love to see you on a regular basis. If you have any questions or comments, those go in the comment section down below. And our Amazon shop. I'll leave a link down in the description. That is a free, painless way to help support the channel. If you start with the link down below, it doesn't matter what you buy, you help to support us here. So just want to thank you for joining us today and remind you, if we can farm on the edge of nowhere,
So can you.
all right, let's go get to work.
Okay.
So we've got one of our
We got a
planes
plane flying over.
It's amazing how this happens as soon as we come outside. Yeah, so I think they fly over on purpose. Man, I got some white legs right there. Man.
I think mine are whiter.
Let me see. Here, put it up there. I don't know about that. Look at the back of that. Here, I want to see your leg again.
Oh my goodness, stop.
Wait. Oops. Got it all? All right, hold on. We need to get a reveal.
Why don't you guys take your head back out? Rosie. Oh my goodness, you too. Silly girls. You silly girls.